Let's, you want to take some questions in-house here?
Sure.
All right, let's start with Larry. Larry, fire away.
I'm fine, thanks. Hi, Coach. Thanks for being here, and congratulations on a great victory yesterday. It was a lot of fun to watch. Really enjoyed it. My question is, it seemed like on several occasions, Drew Brees had all day to stand in the pocket and pick out his receivers. Not saying your defense didn't do a great job at times putting pressure on him, but I was just wondering if you would elaborate a little bit on your 4-3 strategy and your strategy for blitzing and putting pressure on the quarterback.
We did not bring more than 4, other than maybe once or twice in the game. We rushed 4. There were times when we rushed 3 to pick up an extra guy underneath, which is painful to do when you're getting consistent pressure. But they were keeping their tight end and back in to protect. So you have 7 on 4. So if he had some time, yeah, sometimes when that happens, you're going to have a little extra time to hold the football. But what you also do is you eliminate people out in the routes. These guys are blocking. They're not threatening your defense. That's why he's holding it. He had to hold it, because he couldn't disperse his underneath stuff. So their choice, I think, that had they had it to all over again, they probably would put the same emphasis on protection of their quarterback, but I think they'd probably try to get Graham more in the ballgame.
Thank you, Larry. Appreciate it. Next up is Stephanie, clad in a nice Christmas hat, Rams Christmas hat. How are you, Stephanie?
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
We're good. How are you?
Congratulations on the win yesterday.
Thank you.
My question for you is, how do you feel about the next 2 games against the Bucs and the Seahawks?
Good question. Bucks have won 3 out of the last 4, or 4 out of the last 6, I think, something like that. Lost to the 49ers last week at home. Have definitely improved over there. It's a tough start. Shift the quarterback off to Minnesota. They're a talented team. We played them last year. They're improved over last year. So, it's going to take a lot to try to beat them here at home. But, we're going to come back to work and give it a good shot. Our guys, well, I'll tell you what's going to be important to our guys is that we can finish up the season at home on a winning note. Back-to-back wins at home would be good. Seattle, thank you. Seattle haven't got there yet, so that's a week away.
Stephanie, thank you. Aaron, hi.
Hi, guys. Great game yesterday. It was a lot of fun to watch. My question is, especially now with Tavon having an injury and how well Stedman Bailey has been playing, are we going to see Stedman Bailey getting more offensive snaps in the last 2 games?
Yes, good question. His snap numbers have really gone up the last 3 weeks, actually. He's playing quite a bit. We only had 20 pass attempts, so, you're not seeing him on the field until we throw the ball to him. So he's playing a lot more. So, yeah, we'll continue to give him reps. He's really improving. I'm hoping to get the little man back, too. I hope that he's able to play for us.
You're talking about Tavon?
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
Which is on the little man.
My 11. Little buddy.
Your little buddy. Yeah. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. Next up is Tim, football in hand. How are you, Tim?
I was fortunate enough yesterday to catch one of the game balls and got it home. And my question is regarding some of the inked letters that are on here. There's an MC, a K, and then a WK with the numbers 15-2, and I was wondering what it all meant.
Okay. The K, that's actually a K ball. It's a kicking ball. We have 2 different types of balls that they use on the field. One is a normal offensive ball that is put on the field by Kel's got a couple balls he's going to throw, and we put them on the field. But when you go to kick, that's kickoffs, punts, and field goals and extra points. They have a ball that the officials provide for the game. Here's the story. K-balls are shipped to the officials' hotel on Saturday morning before a Sunday game, and they are sealed in a box, and the officials will bring them to the stadium on their own in their locker room, and they will brush them down, and they will allow your equipment people to come in there and brush those balls down for, I think, 15 minutes. Okay, they're protected because what had happened in our game is that balls were getting pumped with helium, balls were going to dryer, and balls were beat up, and the kickers were just crushing these balls. And then what happens if you're at home? I remember going to New England and playing a playoff game. It was cold before we went to the K-ball. The ball boy had a pizza warmer there, and he was handing the New England kickers the balls from the pizza warmer, and he'd hand us the ball that was out in the cold. So here we go. So anyway, that answers the K thing. There's dates. If it's in ink, I can't see it, but if there's anything written in ink, the official will identify, put his initial on the ball that's been corrected. So,
all right.
Thanks, Tim. You broke new ground
stuff.
here on the
Yeah,
coaching
we
show. That was
did.
great. Way to go.
Great strategy.
I'd
give you the frozen bowl too.
Yeah. Jeff, it looks bad when the nail file falls out of the kicker's pocket.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
No,
Before the field goal attempt, it looks bad.
No, I mean, they put them in dryers. And just
God.
beat them up.
Anything for an
beat 'em up.
advantage.
Tony Zendejas.
Yeah.
I saw him work on a football for like 2 days straight.
Yeah.
I said, that can't be legal.
Well, if you notice a kicker now, the kickers prior to the kickoff, before they put the ball on the tee, they'll take that ball and they'll bend it in the ground.
Yeah, they do.
They'll bend the end.
Trying to make it round
try
instead
to
of
soften it up just a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.